On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At small forward, Moses Moody. At shooting guard, Brandon Pajemski. At center, Draymond Green. At the other forward position, Jimmy Butler. At the other guard position, Stephen Curry. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Kerr. Let's meet your Minnesota Timberwolves. Starting at point guard at 6 feet, number 10, Mike Conley. At forward, standing 6'9", number 3, Jaden McDaniel. At defensive position, standing 7 feet 1, number 27, Rudy Gobert. Starting out on the floor at 6'9", number 30, Julius Randle. On the guard, standing 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards!
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Now, Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Pajemski. Green is out there with Butler, and it's Moody in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels at the 3 spot. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
It's stolen. And it's the Warriors on the break. It's Curry outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Randle with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Randle with the bucket.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randle's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Now, here's Moody. Shoots the 3, and Jimmy Butler, good for 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Butler. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Butler's got 5.
Yeah, you can't fault the defense there. Butler just superb at draining difficult shots, especially in that mid-range area.
Now here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Count it.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
This is why you gotta be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
Conley against Curry. to Gobert. Back to Conley. Now here's Gobert. Clock at 6. Outside Edwards. The Warriors pull it in.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Curry can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Conley. Softly drops in the floater.
Great control by Conley in the float game. Gave it just enough.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniel. And Golden State also making a change. Fields checked in. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Gobert the pass to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Butler. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
That free throw missing.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Julius Randle. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. And he's good on the second. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
2 shots.
Free throw good by Curry.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shoot.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Steph and Curry hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. DiVincenzo with a screen for Clark. To the middle. Wants to get it to Reid, and does. Jacks up a three. No good from Clark. On the wing, Hield. Back to Kuminga. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
The Warriors leading. So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Payton is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center. And here is Clark after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his first points in this one. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Warriors leading by 3. Payton dishes to Curry. To the left wing. Lets the 3 fly. Curry laser guided shot from deep range.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So the Timberwolves making a change here. Miller's checked in. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Buddy Hield. Curry against DiVincenzo. Inside. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Clark.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Podziemski finds Curry. Misses the 3.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Clark outside. DiVincenzo with the screen on Payton. Clark for 3. Connects from three-point range. Clark's got 7 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 for the 4 here in the second quarter. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Podziemski with it. He's covered by Clark. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And Clark slams it in.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Golden State also making some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moses Moody comes in for Payton. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. Now here's Butler. 8 points for him. Look at Butler buries the 3 despite the defense.
And he's had his ups and downs from distance, but Jimmy Bucket's always aggressive, looking to score.
Handle with the ball. Butler covering. Yes, that goes in. Conley's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Outside Butler. Pass to Moody. On the wing, Hield. 5 to shoot. Back to Moody. That's a 2 from Butler. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And he's never been shy about asserting his dominance. This is classic Jimmy Butler play so far.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Few guys read the game like Conley.
Butler feeling out of it. Fires for three. He doesn't hit that one. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Golden State's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Outside Butler. The train. Butler draining the three. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert, because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Wow. Now, here's McDaniel. After the miss from Steph and Curry. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Outside Butler. Another three for Golden State.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc. Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Conley. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle. Conley's got 8 points.
Yeah, not just a jump shooter. Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
For the lead. Rebound by Butler. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And here is Green. Here's Pajemski. No scoring in this one. Three-pointer. Butler scored that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randle to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniel. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And the Warriors also making a change. Gary Payton is checked in for Moses Moody. Now here's Butler. He's got 22, sinks the three-pointer.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Randle with the bucket.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Curry with the 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Randle against Butler. Randle left side. Alexander Walker with the ball. Nothing on the board. Back to Gobert. Fires from deep. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Curry finds Butler. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. Timberwolves trail by 7.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Jonathan Kuminga out there at Peyton. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now, Alexander Walker. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
He's off on the first. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Garza's checked in, and it's Joe Ingles in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And he sinks the second.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Kuminga the pass to Curry. Launches a three. Curry making it look so easy.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Ingles in the corner. Back to DiVincenzo. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So both teams making some changes here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Curry. That's good.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Here's Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Man, that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Now here's Edwards. That one, no good. Great D that time from Green. Outside Curry. Front past the arc. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 8. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Here's Pajemski. Edwards defending. It's Curry outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Edwards inside. He's defended by Pajemski. And he converts the layup.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
On its way from Curry for 2. Again, Curry missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Here's Edwards. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now here's Curry. Back to Butler. Here's the 3. Randle with some nice D.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
There's McDaniels. Count the basket and the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green. Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
Second team foul. At the line for Minnesota, McDaniels. Shooting one.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Butler from outside. Gets the three to fall.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Edwards. And that one is off. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
They had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Golden State. Steph Curry. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
And the Timberwolves call time here. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Here is Edwards. Off the inbound. Oh, Edwards!
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for the Warriors. Steph Curry. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ballgame. 16 seconds left in the game. Edwards kicks to Randall. Back to Edwards. There's the triple from the arc. Randall no good, and an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Rudy Gobert. First personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Golden State. Draymond Green taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Now here's Conley. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. You guys had it going from long range. When that happens, how does that affect the offense?
when they're making shots, it's opening the lane for us drivers. And we just want them to continue to shoot with confidence. Everybody on this team, no matter if you make it or miss it, we need you to shoot it because that's what the game tells you to do.
Keeps the floor spread, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jimmy Butler.